What is going on, guys? Gainz Gaming here, and today we are going to try to zero Glock. Now, I have no idea what's going to happen here. He could P shield, he could random teleport. We aren't really sure what he's going to do. The thought is that he is offline. Who knows if he is offline or not? But I mean, I'm sure everyone here knows the story of Glock, and here we actually have our first rally coming already. So this is perfect timing. I have a bunch of T5 cavalry here, 100k in each one, just to make sure that we can keep this thing topped off. Because this might take a while. We are double rallying 1 cav and 1 archer. Yes, we are fine with that. So let's keep on reinforcing this thing. Like I said, I don't really know what to expect here because we aren't sure if he's online, if he's not online. I really don't know. I know the trades here are not going to be good. I'm trying to think, what else do I have in here? Oh, I do have Cav in there. Okay, good. Because I thought I was sending 100k in each march, but looks like that one had a little bit more, just because I know people are going to try to be topping this off as much as possible. So definitely want to make sure we keep things in there. And as you can see, like, he's barely down anything right now. What did he start with? What was it? 342 million power? I can't even remember. Obviously, we will be able to see the report. I do have one of my farm accounts over here as well. I really don't have any archers left on my account, on any of my farm accounts, because obviously he zeroed them. There's my farm right there reinforcing. So I'll be able to get the reports from both of these rallies, which is super nice. That way we can obviously see how they both do. He does have the slave effect, so he has negative 5% troop health. He's down to 330 million power. And the important thing here is that everything here that is dead troops, so including all of our allies over here, which are, you know, our players in 1875, just in a different alliance, everything here is dead troops. We don't get any of these troops back. This is 100% dead troops. So that is why we waited until after essentially KVK was over here before doing this, because we don't want him to take a ton of deads and just get those deads back anyway. So it makes more sense to obviously do this when he's not going to get anything back. We'll swap those out and get 250k more into that rally. So the downside to us is that we are going to be taking quite a bit of deads here. Like I said, I will be able to get the report from both of these rallies, but I mean, I really don't know how this is going to go. I'm sure he does have full gear on this garrison. I'm sure he's been ready for this. And like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if he's online right now watching this thing go down. He's sent out some of those alerts that go across the top of the page. Just, I don't really know what he was saying, but just random stuff. Like make the game fun again, that kind of stuff. I'm not really sure what the point of that was. I don't even know how you do that, but he's getting down to red. We have someone swarming right now. Oh my gosh, dude, what are you doing? Bro, you're swarming already? That was not a good idea. He probably, I mean, yes, I know it's red, but this is over 300 million power red. You don't want to swarm that thing yet. Looks like we have another swarmer coming in. I definitely would not be swarming this. I would not want to have even more dead troops. I'm already taking a bunch of dead troops from this rally. I'm not really sure how many dead troops I'm going to be getting from this. Well, he's getting down. Let's see how we finish here. He'll probably finish under 300 million power. Wow. Okay. So let's get the rally report from my farm account as well. So first we'll look at this one. 26 mil power lost, 53 million kill points, 28 mil, 2.2 million dead, 1.6 mil for us. Let's take a look at the other one. This one will obviously probably trade better. Yeah, 8.5 to 21.9, so 1.8 million dead. Hospital obviously overflowed, just under 1 million dead troops there. So overall, like that's pretty good so far. He's down, how much was that? Like 40 million power? Yeah, 22 mil, and then an additional 26 mil. So down 48 million power already. Down to 20, what was it, 299? Let's join this. And can I see how many deads I took? Because that's one thing I'm curious about. Because obviously I want to zero this guy because he zeroed all my farm accounts. But I also don't want to take excessive amounts of dead. So 34,000 dead there. I'm fine with that. Another 26k there. Because again, I don't get any of these troops back. Which, like I said, like we're zeroing a rogue. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. So I am more than happy to take a bunch of deads for that. I just want to make sure I'm going into my next KVK with a good amount of troops, you know, because obviously this KVK I eventually ran out of troops. Let's see if I can get in. Looks like the rally's already full on my farm account, so I won't be able to join that one yet. I will bring reinforcements though, just like I did before, so that way I can hopefully get both of the reports. Because I mean these are pretty nice to take a look at and see how much power we're gonna cut this guy out for. So this is how many troops he had at the beginning of that rally, and obviously again this is the tanking rally, the Attila subtie. So you had 28 million troops, so many troops. That's just insane. 6.2 million T5 siege is insane. Holy crap, that is nuts. And I am interested to see, what do you guys think about this garrison? Do you think there would be a better city garrison for him other than Hera and YSS? I mean, as you guys know, I'm not an expert on city garrisons, to say the least, considering I don't have any. But I'd be interested to see if there would be a better option. Let's see if he has the right commander sets. He does not. So this is one thing, I've talked about this in other videos, where like it's always interesting when you see people rallying or garrisoning and then you look at their commander view and they don't have the commander set. So like in this instance, he would want to have his garrison captain right here and then his other garrison captain, his secondary, right here. So he would want Hera as constable and he would want YSS as the Iron Guard to get an additional 2% troop health and 1% defense, or even attack. Like that would be nice for him as well. He is running Germany, which is interesting. That kind of surprises me. I'm surprised he's not going something else. But he is also negative 5% troop health. So if you add in the stats that he would be getting from that commander view, he's basically down 2% health, or sorry, 7% health and 1% defense from where he could be, considering, you know, what he'd be able to have if he had the commander set in the right spot. So I'm sure he does have gear on this march. I would be extremely shocked if he didn't. But let's take a look at the troop buffs. Let's see, he does have skills on here, so he was prepared for that. This is obviously really good for him because he's going to be over 50% for a long time. One skill that probably would have been good is the Belisarius skill that deals, it was like 25% more damage to things with under 50% health, which obviously the rally gets to under 50% health pretty quickly. So that would definitely be a good skill. This one, he is level 4. I don't even know whose skill that is. Let's see. He does also have this relic here for 15% health and march speed. But these are the overall stats. I mean, he does obviously have some gear on here, but definitely not as good as I would anticipate from him. So he might have like a backup set of gear on there. That's what I would presume, at least. Let's see, we do not. I was going to say, do we have like a 1 March siege on there? But we do not. So this is going to go straight in the next one. Let's see if these guys have their sending yet. It's an assassin. Yeah, he should send his right now because they're going to get there at the same. We're going to get there quite a bit earlier. There we go. Now he's coming. All right, we got our archers coming. Double rally number 2, just under 300 million power this time around. So let's see. I want you guys to guess right now how much power he's going to be at the end of this one. I'm going to guess 240. If these rallies go better than the previous one, I think 240 is reasonable in this situation. All right, looks like my archer march is coming to help reinforce that rally. I already do have a march in there. So I want to make sure that stays before, or until it like gets red, then I can swap it out. But I want to make sure I keep that march in there as long as possible, just because swapping it out takes troops out of the rally until I can get my other troops in. So it makes more sense just to make sure that it's staying full as long as possible. So taking out over 100,000 to replace with 100K, it just doesn't make any sense. So, all right, we're going to wait until this gets to like, I don't know, 30, because I'm swapping out with 100. So I want to make sure it's worth taking out to put more in. I'll also try to get, I just got my farm account into the Archer rally. There it is. Let's see, down to 288. And this is what I was talking about with like the Belisaria skill, because you'd have that skill happening right now because it's under that 50% health. Although the Archer is not quite there yet. So obviously the tank is going to get there a lot faster than the high DPS commander. Because when it comes to double rallies like this, obviously the tank isn't there to do a ton of damage. It's there to sustain, be a little bit tanky, and then you got your high DPS Archer rally coming in as well to do as much damage as possible, which is really the only way you can take down cities of this caliber. He's down 20 million power. Again, these are all deads that he's taking right now. Let's see if I can swap this out. Yeah, down to 30. Let's move these a little bit closer because I don't want to take 4 seconds to reinforce. All right, now we can swap this out. There we go. All right, got 108K in on that one. I probably could bring a little bit more than 100K. I just wanted to make sure I was able to get into the rally because I didn't know how many people were going to be over here. Down to 272 mil, down about 30 million power right now. Obviously, the goal here is to fully zero him if possible. And even if we do, like he's going to get a ton of troops back, but every troop he's losing here, he is not getting back. That's what I want to emphasize. Same with us. Every troop that we lose, we are not getting back. But even more importantly, the rogue player is losing tons and tons and tons of troops here. And I'm okay with losing a couple 100,000 troops if that means just severely crippling him going into his next kingdom, or even if he sticks around at 1875 just to be a nuisance in the top left zone. But down to 260. See that report. 10 mil to 20 mil. A little bit less kills on that one. But let's get the report from the farm account. A little bit less kills on that one as well. 1875 never forgets. All right, let's take a look at that. 6.3 to 18.2. Nice. Another 1.8 million deads for him. All right, good. I was gonna make sure I didn't send T2 troops, because that would have been a mistake. All right, let's. Can I send anything else? Are we here to have more like T4? I don't really want to send T4 though. I want T5, or at least like a mix, you know. But he's down to 260 million power, and I believe this city skin, by the way, this is brand new as of today with the new update. I think this is $500,000 that you have to spend before getting this aura, which I believe is like the 10% attack, 5% troop training, like cost reduction. It's crazy how much you have to spend to get this skin. So 260 million power, 42.6 million kill points. Let's take a closer look at that second report. So 10.2 mil to 20.7 mil. How does he have more 7 wounds? I know he didn't heal. Oh, T1. Oh, T1 siege. That's why. Okay. Just because he had less than 50K in the hospital. So 2 million dead. A lot of it being cavalry. But another 2 million dead plus 1.8 mil dead from the other report. This one right here, 1.8. 18.2 million power loss. It's interesting this one only shows the T5. Unless it's because we killed off... I don't really know why it's not showing all these for the other report. That's interesting. It's like consolidating it. Oh, no, it looks like it was slightly wounded already. So they were already out of the hospital or out of combat by the time the other rally hit, which was only like 5 or 10 seconds, but that's pretty shocking that it went away that quickly. But again, like if you ever find yourself in this situation, make sure your commanders are set here, because this is just it's like a very minor thing that you don't really think about that definitely goes a long way. So you want to make sure you're doing that. Let's get another march out here. Okay, we got 74k T5. Do like 140k. I'm good with that. Because keep in mind, like, I'll be getting 2.4 million troops back, so another 580k cavalry. So I don't want to lose like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of calves here, but I mean, it's about the principle at this point. I'm okay with training back some troops. There's 24k dead. Yes, I'm getting some kill points for it. Not a ton, but, you know, this isn't about the kill points. This is about just hurting, hurting Glock. That's what this is about. Another 7k dead there as well. How much should we fill this up with? I think it was 300, wasn't it? Yeah, 330. So this one, I'll be taking more deads on that march. So he was 346 mil power at the beginning. So he's down almost 100 mil right now. That's insane. How much longer we have here? We got 20 seconds. We did get a siege march in there though, so who knows if we're going to send it right away or not. But you have to think, like, what is he doing? He's been online like 24/7 up until this point. So if we are able to bring him down to 55 million power, oh my gosh, that would make my year. That would make 2025, dude. That would be absolutely insane. And if you guys are enjoying this video, do me a favor, drop a like and subscribe on here for more Rise of Kingdoms content. If you missed the video of Glock zeroing a bunch of my farm accounts, all my farm accounts actually, and then also attacking my main account, make sure you check that out. It's like, what was it, 2-3 weeks ago? Maybe more than that, 4 weeks ago. It has like 20,000 views on my channel. So if you just scroll down my recent videos, you'll be able to find it pretty quickly. Let me get my other march out for my archers coming to reinforce that other rally so I can get the other report. Oh, it looks like we are hitting, so I gotta hurry up on that farm account. There's the other rally coming. Things been a little bit behind. You ideally wanted to hit pretty close together. You know, obviously, like, this is very nitpicky, but like our rally is already down to 50% health before the other rally even starts hitting. So hopefully there's a little bit more communication on these next couple rallies on when they're sending, just so that we can line everything up the right way and get the best trade here. Because obviously we don't want to take excessive deads if we don't have to. But I mean, the end goal here, someone's scouting, of course. The end goal here is to obviously get him down to 50 mil power, but also making sure we're not taking excessive amounts of dead troops from us. So that's why, you know, farm accounts here are huge, but just being able to get the reports on my main account is what I care most about. Just so I can, you know, make videos on it in the future as well and have it in my mail. But I mean, at the same time, like I said, it's about the principle. I want to zero this guy. I want him to pay for the pain that he put me through. Granted, obviously, like, I got good content out of it, but it still hurt at the end of the day having all those troops dead right before Kingsland. Like, that just sucks. So hopefully we can get him down to 50 million power. That would be super nice. I am able to get into that other rally right now, so we'll be able to get that report. Let's swap out troops here. There we go. Keep that thing full, or at least try to keep it full. Down to 237 million power here now. Still more people scouting. Like, bro, what are we doing? Let's see, you're gonna finish under 230 here. $227. So 8.7 to 20. I mean, these are all just fantastic reports. Let's see. I'll send the report to my main here. Take a look at that. Everyone's asking for the reports. 4.6 to 12.5. Honestly, like, I'm not an expert on rallying or garrisoning. Like, I'll fully admit that I'm more of an open field guy, but I feel like getting like an Attila Takeda and just running constant rallies here would be so nice. Maybe that's not the way to do it, but I mean, we're obviously not getting amazing. I mean, obviously this is a good report, but I would expect these to be getting better, not worse. Like, we went from 2.1 to 1.8 to 1.2, so I'm not sure what exactly is going on here, but I'm hoping that we can get some better reports over there. He's down to 227, so these should theoretically be getting better. I know they're taking less time, which might be the issue here, but yeah, I don't know. I would expect these to be doing better, not worse. That's just my train of thought here. How many calves do I have left? 411. As long as I have like, what, 900k for next KVK, that's what I'm good with. Man, 7 people asking me for reports already. I'm making a video, guys. Don't worry. You can watch the live video of this happening. And unfortunately, as you can see here in the chat, we cannot take resources, unfortunately, just because we are in KVK. And so, like, if you look at these reports, it says this governor is in your camp. You cannot plunder the resources. However, if we get back to home kingdom and he is fully zeroed, we would be able to loot him in the top left zone. So if we get back to home kingdom and he's still inactive, which I'd be very shocked if he was still inactive, but we'd be able to loot him and take all of his resources. So fingers crossed that happens. That'd be super, super nice. But I mean, if we could get him even under 100 million power in this video, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Because how much power did he drop for me? It was like 10 million ish on each farm account, and then about 10 15 mil on my main account. So it would be so rewarding to have him drop all the way down. That'd be so nice. Troops left. Let's see what he had after this rally. Down to 7.5. Just insane. Like, after 3 rallies, well, 6 rallies total, I guess, still has 7.5 million T5 calves. That's just crazy. That's 75 million power of cavalry, by the way. That's just insanity. I can't even fathom that. Got 44 seconds here. Hopefully we have like a better connection here on this next one, where the rallies hit a little bit closer together, because obviously that 10, 15, 20 seconds does add up, and you want to make sure they're connecting at the same time as long as possible, which might have been one of the reasons why that Archer rally did not do as well. But, you know, obviously, hopefully we can have a little bit better timing this time around. Let's see. Looks like, yeah, the Archer rally does not have Siege March to slow it down. This one does. And the Archer rally is still a minute out, whereas this one is already done preparing, just waiting for the Siege March. So this should theoretically go in like 45 seconds. If it goes before that, it's just too soon. I understand that we're trying to get this done as fast as possible before he logs on, but you also want to make sure you're being consistent with that. And it looks like he is right here too. So he's like literally 2 seconds away from the city. So it's not like he has to plan out. He could wait until the rally is like right by the ball and then send it. That's what should happen in this scenario, but we'll have to see how this next one goes. He's down to 227 million power. I mean, we'll definitely see him under 200 on this time around. And then I feel like once someone is like under 150 million power, that's like a Tilda Takeda time. You just let it take as long as possible, and the trade is just going to be insane. Like that's honestly what I love seeing, is the Attila Takeda that just absolutely melts a city, but it's like a slow burn. And it's just so rewarding watching that, because the report is just absurd. All right, we got 20 seconds left on the Archer rally. Hopefully Abu waits another like 10 seconds before sending this, 15 seconds. Little better, a little premature, but better. Yeah, so he should finish under 200 million power this time around. Lots of king skills, lots of gems being spent here. And I am already in this rally with my farm account, so I don't have to worry about joining, which is nice. Gotta keep that thing full, guys. 3.4 is the highest it can be, so it needs to be like 3.2 minimum is where it should be all the time. It should not be under 3 million ever. There we go. All right, down to 217. I'm curious what these guys are using for their auxiliary skills, so we can take a look at those after this rally here, once I get the reports from both of them. Man, I still can't believe this is happening. I was working and I saw I'm on PTO right now, but I saw the Discord notification. Guys, we're zeroing Glock, get online. I'm like, I need to record this. I need to get on and start recording this right now, because this is absolutely huge. We need some revenge here. Even if he bubbled right now, that's still 140 million power that he lost. 1.4. No, 14 million T5. That's insane. He's gonna get under 2. I think he's gonna get under 200. Oh, just above it. All right, let's wait to join this rally here quick. All right, let's see. 6.1 to 15.9. Let's see what buffs he has. That is interesting. Oh, I guess increases the target's damage by 30%. That's good. Less skill damage, more counterattack. That's good. 40% attack. I mean, 40% attack is good, but this obviously does absolutely nothing. Let's share the report from the farm account. (3.7 to 10.8). We'll take a look at the buffs here on this one. There we go. This is a good skill. 25% more damage to troops with less than 50%. That's what he should be using on his garrison. 100%. This commander's troop only contains archer units, deals 25% more damage, and deals 5% more damage to infantry. This commander's archer units gain 30% health and 20% more damage to troops that have less than 50%. Jeez. Those are some good ones. All right, so he's down to 200 mil. Let's get my farm account back over here. All right, so now we actually have a double cav rally. Our other alliance over here is running another Attila subtie. So we got 2 Attila subties coming on this one. So we'll have to see how much better that trades. It's nice because I have more cavalry on this farm account. And so it works out really nicely, because I had like 150k T4 archers on there for the farm account. Is Gainz filming it? Yes, I am. But I have way more calves on that account because I train back calves. So I'm able to get a full 200K in the other rally. So that'll be nice. All right, let's see how much longer the other one has. Still has a minute left on that one. Yeah, so down 140-ish million power, 150 mil power, 200 mil power left. What would that be? Like maybe 4 or 5 more rallies? Revenge is bitter. That's funny. Revenge is a dish best served cold, right, guys? All right, 15 seconds left on that top rally. I'm curious to see how this one goes. I feel like this one might do quite a bit better because I think especially being under 200 mil going here. Also, yeah, if you guys have not voted for me in the funniest shorts creator event for the top creators of Rise of Kingdoms in 2025, please do so. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. I hope you guys have enjoyed my shorts. I love making them. I'll probably make some more later today. I like to make them when I'm doing cardio. So next time I'm on the treadmill, I'll be making some more shorts. But if you guys have not checked those out, I'm very well known for my shorts. So make sure you take a look at those because those are always fun to make. But we'll hopefully be able to make some about Glock here getting zeroed because I did make some about me getting zeroed by Glock. But yeah, I'm curious to see how much better this does with the 2 calves versus calf and arch. And is it just me, or would Attila Takeda as the tank be better? Am I wrong on that? Like I said, I'm not an expert on rallying. I don't even know enough about subtie to really have like a solidified stance on it. But just in my experience, like Attila Takeda is a fantastic tank. Maybe I'll have to take a look at subtie's skills a little bit better after this. It's only down 11 mil power this time, so maybe the archer was the better play rather than the double Attila. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. If you think that 2 calves are better or have 1 tank and then 1 high DPS. Because based on the performance here so far, it feels like the archer was substantially better. Because he only dropped 20 mil power on that one. 175. I mean, that's still like on par with what we've been getting, right? So this was the other report, 2.7 to 8.4. So the trade is a lot better. He's just not taking as many deads. There we go. Maybe I wasn't wrong. Maybe I was right. Attila Takeda, let's go. Let's see, what is the other one doing? Okay, we're both doing Attila Takeda. That's interesting. Attila Takeda coming here. Down to 175 million power. Those are especially best, like they were saying, when the hospital is full, just to get as many deads as possible. So I think this will be really, really good on this one. We got another 3 minutes left here. Down 175 million power. I mean, he could get under 100 million power in the next like 10-15 minutes. This could happen pretty quickly with Attila Takeda. Oh, looks like people from 1365 are scouting. That's funny. Trying to get him online so he can start zeroing more cities of ours. I'm kidding. I mean, we already won KVK. I already got my hunter. We'll be putting that on QSH. I just got to find a spot to put it. I really want one. I'm just trying to fill the space here before the next rally comes. But I really want one that has like all damage rather than health. And I just don't really have anything like that substantial. Whoops, not defense. Damage. I mean, I have 1.6 damage, but I really want something that has 2. Like 1.6, yes, it is good, but if I'm going to put a hunter on it, I want a 2% all damage on there. So that might just be me being picky, but I want the 2%. Okay, good. We have full T5 that we can send. Let's get 150K. Let's get a little more in there. 1875 will now hold the record of the longest rally on pass and highlighted city zeroed. I guess, yeah, this is the first person zeroed, if we zero him, with the $500,000 skin. Oh, man, that's hilarious. All right, how much time have we got? Another minute 20. But yeah, the craziest thing is that he's not getting a single troop back from this. That's the best part, is that he's losing every single troop he's losing here are full deads. He's never getting these back. How many did I take in this one? 21k. Oh, that was T4 though. I don't care. There's 40k. That was where I sent the full. But I got 1.3 million kill points for it, and I'll take that. Oh yeah, I should have looked to see his total deads before. Oh well, we can calculate it if we want to. Oh, this was before rally. Let's go. So let me take a picture of that just so I have the record of it. 216.9. Let's see how the Attila Takeda goes. We're gonna have him tank it now? We're gonna get the good report? Or are we just gonna go one at a time? I'm not sure how this is gonna work. We might just be going one at a time here. I don't know. I don't know why he's not sending, but what are we doing, guys? Bro, he forgot to kick the anchor. No. Oh my gosh. Is he not online? Or are we just doing one rally? I don't even know. I mean, oh, there we go. Bro. What was that? Oh, jeez. Talk about a true tank right there. Oh my goodness. That was not good. Well, we will get the report because I am in that rally. It is relatively full. It's at 2.8, so it stayed full, but that is gonna suck. That report's gonna be rough. This one will probably be really good, but that one will be rough, to say the least. But he started at 175, so he's at 4 mil power loss so far, so it's 400k deads. Got to keep that one full. That 2.9. I already have a full march in there right now. This one is staying really full. That one's doing really well. Only down 5 mil power so far. I know that the biggest power drop comes toward the end when you get below 50%. So we'll have to see what he finishes at. I'm gonna hope that he finishes under 150 mil, because that'd be super, super nice if he could. It's also hilarious. People are even messaging my farm account for the reports. All right, down 700k right now. What's he been taking? 1.6. So he's about half what he normally is, which makes sense. That lines up. All right, this one's at 2.4 now. I don't know where the reinforcements went on there, but down to 2 mil, 1.9. Holy crap, guys. Reinforce that thing. We're at 3.2. Yeah, this rally is not doing well. They should not have been the tank. I think that was just a misplay here by Abu. Because we have way more people to reinforce this on our side. They do not have as many for reinforcements. So it would make way more sense to have us be the tanks. All right, he's down 12 million power. It's 1.2 million deads. Still not even red. Oh, now he's red. There we go. All right, the rally is at 1.8. This one's still doing good, but... All right, he's 100% going to finish under 150. This last little chunk here of this rally is going to drop so much power. At least that's typically how a Attila Takeda works. All right, he's down 19 mil right now. He's going to finish under 150. Oh, now this rally is at 2.5. Where do all those reinforcements come? All right, 151 is where he finished there. Oof, duh. Ouch. That other report. No bueno. No bueno at all. This one isn't even that good. 5 mil. Yeah, Attila Takeda was not the play. that was not the play. That was bad. So this was the other report. 12.3 to 14. We took more deads than he did. Oh my gosh. That was really bad. All right, please tell me we're doing subtitle. I mean, maybe with 150 mil, the Attila Takeda makes more sense, but I mean, that was not good. All right, the other rally is marching. He's down to 151 million power. We are doing 2 Attila Takeda rallies again, which, based on that last one, did not go great. So hopefully this time it goes better, but I don't think that is the play in this situation anymore. That's what I thought originally, and that's what other people thought, but I don't think that is the case here. So we do have 2 hitting at the same time, thankfully this time around. That last one was really, really brutal, but we'll see how this one goes here. Thankfully, we are the ones tanking, so that we have a little bit easier reinforcements, or more reinforcements over on this side than over here. So hopefully that helps out a bit as well. But if we could get him like under 130 mil on this one, we'll have to see how this goes. But I do think that, I mean, even running 2 archers would probably be good in this situation. I don't even know. Granted, he is already pretty low power, so those would probably finish the rally pretty quickly. Whereas this kind of prolongs it to get more deads. Because that's kind of what Attila Takeda is known for, is to be a very long, not very long, but like longer rally to take even more deads. But the double Attila Takeda is what doesn't necessarily make sense, simply because Attila Takeda is best when they're the ones being targeted, not just being the second one. So like this one isn't having a full usage of Attila Takeda, at least in my understanding of Attila Takeda. I think Attila Subtai in this situation would probably be better to have some more damage output. I could be completely wrong. Who knows? Like I said, I've said this many times in this video. I am not an expert on rallying, so I'm just speculating based on my understanding and what I've seen in the past. And typically, 2 Attila Takeda rallies don't necessarily do best. Typically, one tanking does really well, and then the other one, you'd rather have something else rather than Attila Takeda. But I mean, if it gets the job done, it gets the job done. The important thing here, though, is that we want to be getting the best trade possible, and that's what you hope for. Like I said, hopefully he gets under 130 here. That'd be super nice. This still feels like a fever dream. Like I can't believe that we're zeroing Glock right now. This is amazing. This is gonna do really well for my video. I love it. Down to 134, getting red here. Rally stayed pretty full. Both of them did. There we go. Down to 126. Jeez. All right, we're gonna join this rally before looking at the report, just so I make sure I get in, because I almost didn't get in that last one. There we go. All right, let's take a look. 7.6 to 20, so much better there. Now let's take a look at the other one. I feel like people are gonna swarm this time around, 100%. Not as many deads from here. Yeah, 3.5 to 4.8. We can't be doing until Takeda twice. We need something else. Yeah, I mean, they are doing swarming with 5 armies. I don't even have 5 armies. Yeah, the other one is just doing really bad. Like, this is not... This was like, it stayed full pretty much the whole time too. So besides this one little part where people were swapping in and out, but like it stayed full and it still traded awful. But down to 126 mil, this one should get him under 100 million power. That's insane. Because like I was saying earlier, the sole purpose of Attila Takeda is to take damage. You don't want to not be the one targeted, because that doesn't really do you a whole lot. Like you can see here that it was basically just even trade. That's essentially what it was, an even trade. So I don't really know why we're still doing the Attila Takeda, but I mean, it would make more sense if, I don't know, it would make more sense if you didn't do it. To be completely honest. But I mean, I'm not gonna knock it. We're still getting the job done. It just, I guess it's nice that it's my farm account that's taking the bad trade and not my main account taking more deads. So, all right, other rally is coming in. He's at 126.5 million power. There's our rally. Here we go. This one hopefully should get him under 100 mil. What is this? This is what Glock was doing yesterday. Wait, what? That's not what he was doing. Reach Kingdom, select Pearl, gain access to the Phoenix Pavilion. Oh, interesting. I don't even know what that is. Back to the real action here. Down to 125 mil. Again, I've been saying this. I don't love the double Attila Takeda. It just doesn't really make sense to me. Maybe I'm not seeing something, but that's just my opinion. Gotta keep that thing reinforced though. That's the one I worry about. This one, we've been doing really well keeping that one full. Yeah, pretty soon people are just gonna swarm this guy. Not me. I don't have the true power to do that, but down to 115. He might actually stay above 100. We'll have to see here toward the end. Yeah, I bet he's gonna finish like 106 or something. Oh, look at that. Perfect guess. 106 on the dot. 5.7 to 17.1. Here's the other report, 1.9 to 3.4. Not great. All right, this is the last rally above 100 million power. Here we go. We got Attila Subtai. Just one rally. I'm not quite sure why we're only doing one rally, but we joined the other coalition, and so now it's all just one rally. So who knows what we're doing here now, but let's swap out so I can get some more kills maybe. All right, here we go. About to drop under 100. Boom. Under 100 million. Let's go. See, this is the case where I think Attila Takeda would have been better than Attila Subtai. Because Attila Subtai just kills it too fast. Down to 93 mil. Let's see what he does next. All right, so here was that last report. 312 to 1.3. So 2.8 to 12.8. He's got not that many troops left. All right, here we go. The first rally under 100 million power. He's sitting at 93 million power right now. I am not in this rally, so I need to make sure I can get in here. Now I can get the report for this thing. Let me actually grab a smaller troop. Increases my odds of being able to join the rally. Oh, there we go. We're in. Let's go. And this one is Attila Takeda now, by the way, which is why I said we should have done that on that last one. So now we are doing the Attila Takeda. Bro, someone just joined with Siege. What the heck? He joined from a distance, so he's not in there yet, but... Oh, we got some Swarmers. They're actually trading really well. Down to 82 million power. All right, there is the rally report, 2.7 to 10.2. Get ready to join this. Boom. This next one might honestly be the last report. Or the last rally, I should say. Because I feel like people are going to want to swarm this thing. So he took 1 million dead there. So it means he has under 2 million troops. Is that right? For 3 mil. I think 2 million troops. What he has left. That's insane. Oh, looks like he has an anti-scouting on right now. Interesting. So I think that means that he doesn't have like an attack or defensive buff on, because I don't believe you can have both on. Because I think if you have this and you try to activate, let me see. Yeah, you can't. So he doesn't have an extra attack or defense boost on. So that's another misstep for him. Oh my gosh. All right, so this is absolutely going to be the last rally, because you can see all these people ready to swarm immediately. There's no way he's surviving after this rally. This is going to be a rally and swarm 0, and here comes the final rally. I'm assuming, based on what it looks like around his city, 82.5 million power. This should be Attila Takeda once again. We got the buff. It is Attila Takeda. Again, 82 million power. Swarmers are getting set. This is so awesome, guys. Oh my goodness, this makes my day. All right, rally is just about to finish up, and the swarm is probably going to come right when he turns red. All right, here it comes. So the swarm is at 75. 73. All right, here comes the swarm against the city. They're just going to swarm zero him now. How ironic that after him swarm zeroing all those accounts, it finishes with Glock getting swarm zeroed. I mean, could you really write a better ending than this KVK? We have Glock go rogue in zone 4. Zero multiple accounts, multiple farm accounts, almost zero me. And right before Kingsland, mind you. So we go into Kingsland already kind of damaged from Glock going rogue in zone 4 because he got mad about something. Who knows what kind of fit he was throwing. If you missed that video, it is on my channel if you want to check it out. We end up winning KVK. Come back to zone 4. Wait until he can't get troops back from dying. And then we zero Glock. The real Glock. From the new order. I mean, I don't think you can write a better story than this. This is just picture perfect story ending. I don't know how else to describe it. I mean, we'll take another look at all the reports after this, but down under 70 million power. I honestly can't believe that he was offline long enough to do this and didn't do anything to prevent it. I mean, I'm surprised that we were able to do this, honestly. I did not think that it was possible to zero a 300, what was he, 350 million, 340 million power player. I mean, it's just chef's kiss at this point. 66 million power. Oh my goodness, this makes my year, guys. I mean, there's no person in Rise of Kingdoms right now that I think is more deserving of this, and that might be harsh to say, but this is personal for me. Zeroed all my farm accounts I care deeply about, killed off, what was it, like 15 million power of my own main account. I mean, this is just, vengeance is nice, guys. Vengeance can be nice sometimes. I'm a pretty positive person, but when stuff like this happens to people that deserve it, it it makes my day. So if you guys have enjoyed this video, do me a favor, drop a like and subscribe. This is one of the best videos I've made, in my opinion. Down to 64 million power. He's got basically nothing left at this point. I mean, a couple troops here and there. And he is fully zeroed. Look at that. 63 million power from what, 350 million power. That is just insane. Let's take a look at the last report. 1.6 to 8.6. Absolutely fantastic. We did it, guys. Glock has been zeroed from over 340 million power to 63 million power. At the beginning of all of this, he had 216 million dead troops. He gained 32 million dead troops from that. Again, starting at about 350 million power. I think it was 348 million is how we started, finishing at 63.8 million. I mean, you can't write a better story than this. This was absolutely amazing. Let's take a look at all these reports one more time from the beginning. Started 2 hours ago. Holy crap. Or an hour and a half ago. So we had 14 to 26.7, 10.2 to 20.7, 18 or 8.7 to 20.3, 6.1 to 15.9, 5.7 to 16.8, 5 to 10 even, 7.6 to 20, 5.7 to 17.1, 2.8 to 12.8, 2.7 to 10.2, 1.6 to 8.6. And let's also show you one more time from the farm account. Just get this to the top of the list. So we had 8.5 to 21.9, 6.3 to 18.2, 4.6 to 12.5. I think we should have stuck with the archers because those were performing much better. 3.7 to 10.8, 2.7 to 8.4. Oops. Oh yeah, this was a really bad one. 12.3 to 14.2. That was the Attila Takeda that did not get the double in time. 3.5 to 4.8, and then 1.9 to 3.4, and those were the final rallies on Glock. I mean, he got what he deserved, obviously. If you go rogue in a kingdom and you start zeroing a bunch of people and you just talk crap about the kingdom and then you think you're invincible because you're 350 million power, you're not. You absolutely are not invincible just because you have a lot of power in Rise of Kingdoms, because kingdoms will come together and zero you if you are a rogue player. So let this be a lesson that nobody is untouchable. 350 million power, 100 million power, 500 million power, you are not safe unless you're online 24/7. So take this as a lesson. Don't go rogue unless you want to get zeroed or unless you want to be online 24/7 in fear of being zeroed. But thank you all for watching this video. This was a long one, so I really hope you did enjoy it. This is a lot of fun to make, and honestly, like I said, it couldn't have gone any better than it did. So thank you all for being here, and I'll see you guys in the next video.